Well, the players are continuing desperately to push forward, although they aren't able to get the spells for that one event in play yet. Let's see what we've got here. We got Monterey. He got to stand up. He's going to have to try to work his way through before he can close that gate. Kate, well, she's sort of sneaking around, grabbed a couple of clues that'll make it more likely for her to get out of there. She's got to get to the insane asylum, or some other way get some sanity back. It's unlikely she's going to get it just wandering around to locations, but with her blessing, she had a better chance of getting through stuff. Vincent really cut through. He had to avoid this, and he just slammed through everything, sneaking by everything to get into position to slip through this gate. And then finally, Daryl, who also slipped through stuff. He got past the witch, but he had to kill this ghoul. And you can't run away from the ghoul because it's got ambush ability. But that's fine. He was planning on fighting it. He had almost no chance to sneak by it. He lost his sanity to the horror check. Now he's at the Science Museum, though. And here, he's planning on turning in either his monster trophies or perhaps even a gate trophy, because there's so many gate trophies in play, in order to grab a couple of extra clues. And just overall helpful thing to have these clues. He'll have 5 of them. That way, if he closes a gate, he can drop an Elder Seal on it. We've got 2 down. We only need 6 total. I don't think we got that much time in the game, but we'll see. Alright, encounters in Arkham are first. Kate has to go first, and she'll be hitting the Historical Society. And let me just jump through everyone there. Well, Vincent slipped through and ended up in the same location, essentially, as Monterey is in. But, and Daryl managed to grab those extra clues. He traded a gate in, just to keep that gate pile from deteriorating too quickly. What Kate got, though, she got the coolest thing, basically. Pay $3, get a luck check at -1 to get a spell, and she picked a spell. Doesn't matter really what it is. Now she's just got to get to French Hill next turn, discard 3 spells. She's just got 3 now, and she can get rid of that really deadly rumor event. However, in order to succeed, she only had a luck of 1, so she got no dice, but she spent 2 clues using her blessing, ended up getting it, and that's not a bad result at all. Alright, now, though, we've got the gate stuff, and that's not the right color. You can see that's a 2-color card from the expansion. It's not right. We need blues and greens. Well, we got a green. The monster's corpse lies before you, watering. No. And to your horror, you find your mouth watering. If you consume it, make a fight -2. If you fail, lose stamina equal to the number of dice rolled. If you succeed, gain stamina equal to the number of dice rolled. Fight -2. Yeah. That would only give him 1 die. I don't think he wants to eat the monster, to tell you the truth. So we'll see what Vincent does. And he draws until he gets a card that works. You've completed your task, but now you must escape before the portal closes. Pass speed -2 to return to Arkham. If you fail, you're lost. In either event, you automatically close the gate that you entered through. Interesting. Okay, so his speed is not good. -2 means he's a 0. I'm going to blow a clue in order to roll at least 1 die. And I succeed, which is cool. So it means that I come back here and can close this gate. And that's stars. I don't know if there are any stars. No, that's at the gate. Okay, so I think we got a gate closed, and that's it. He's got nothing special to seal that gate with, so he's going to be here in the woods. And that's it for him. And now We're going to draw 2 Mythos cards because that event's still in effect. And the first one's just a gate that's in the unnameable. That can't happen. Bonus. And the second one will be over on the unvisited isle, and that can happen. Which means we get an eye token and a monster. And the monster's a warlock, has magical immunity. A warlock. Okay, that gave us, what are we at for monsters? 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're full up on monsters again. Let's see what else we see. Oh boy. This is a rumor, which cannot happen because we've got a rumor in play already. But we do have a possibility of these actions moving stuff. A whole bunch of different shapes. That's a circle, not a... I have trouble seeing the circles and hexes. Being able to distinguish them. These guys are hexes. So they're going to move along the black line into here. This thing does not move because he's near somebody. And that wasn't too bad a turn, but we did get another gate open, and that's a problem. Okay, pushing on. Kate pushes her luck a little further, trying to get by these to French Hill. Well, she made it past 2 and used her clue to slip by, but then the Dimensional Shambler, well, she had to face it. She lost her last sanity, and now she's at the asylum. Back with 1 sanity. She might be able to still slip down next turn, but not going to be able to fix that issue for this turn. After that, Vincent got away easily, goes to the magic shop. He's looking, he can't buy a spell. He's hoping he'll run into one through an event. Tough, you know, to do, but whatever. He upped his luck up to a big 2 for that. Daryl pushed through, went by the Star Spawn here, and met, I don't know what, Warlock or something, yeah. And decided to just fight that. Basically taking a sanity loss because he has almost no willpower, and then did a quick attack on it. He had to expend his bullwhip in order to roll again, and he succeeded there. So he still got his 5 clue markers, so he can seal this gate if he gets through. Now for the encounters phase, well, Kate can now pay $2 to restore her sanity, and she's going to do that. Now, there's a maximum of something, but I think it's stamina. Yeah. So she gets up to 6 sanity, which is pretty potent. Definitely been one of her limitations is, oh, she's got too much stamina. Okay. So, going over to Vincent, he's over here. I gotta shuffle the deck and see what happens. Definitely a bit of a mixed turn here. Like we said, Kate regained her sanity by paying for it, but let's look at what else we got. Vincent Lee at the magic shop had an option to try to steal an item from them, and he would have been cursed if he did so, but he would get a magic item. Magic item isn't what he wanted. He wanted a spell anyway, so he passed on it. It just wasn't a reasonable thing to do as far as he was concerned. Daryl slipped into relay off here and then got caught in some seaweed, and he had to spend a couple of clue tokens. In fact, he's down to 2, so he spent 3 of them in order to get out of there. Otherwise, he would have lost a die worth of stamina, and that's just too much to deal with. Finally, Jack got a luck check as well, in which he was able to find a dead beast, she gets to claim as a trophy, and got a couple of clues off that. Now, after this, we're still drawing 2. Independence Square. That's up here. That's worth an eye. And a monster. I don't know how many monsters we got on the board again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one I think goes here. And looks like it's another Byakhee. And now the main card, which will be the Unvisited Isle. Now that's going to draw a bunch of monsters. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 monsters. Those are all going to go in the outskirts. And we're really not succeeding here. This is the problem. 3 monsters out in the outskirts. This is another rumor which we can pretty much ignore. But we got potential for movement on some of those options. And I got to kind of hunt down the creatures there. That's a circle. That I think is a circle. These guys are hexes. They travel along the black out to French Hill, making that rumor stick around more. And the Byakhee can't get to anything, so it goes up into the sky. And we have another Byakhee up here, yeah. Another one goes into the sky. Sorry, I forget the special colors being movement things. It's just hard for me to remember that. You know, the thing is, clearly if this is a game you play a lot, you pick up a lot of the stuff and you just remember it from game to game. Just like with Talisman, you remember which things in the city work, which don't. But experiencing it the first time, you've got a lot of stuff to keep track of and a lot of stuff to pay attention to. I'll load this one up, I guess, and move this forward. Anyway, though, like I'm saying, the chance of defeating Azathoth seems fairly slim at this point. We got kinda, you know, at most sort of 3 turns. It's hard to tell because 2 eyes could come out in 1 turn easily with that event in play. And yes, we're partway through a couple of these missions, but there's another one open. Kate can go try to close that, but unless they get lucky and get some turns without anything appearing, and that's tough when you're drawing two gates per turn, essentially. All right, up it goes.